All right, listen up, all you turkey makers out there. If you've been given the task of making and bringing the turkey to your Thanksgiving dish, Toby Amidor, our award-winning dietitian, who we always love when she comes, has some advice for you in terms of timing and what you need to do to get it ready, because if you haven't gotten it ready, you're running late, huh?
Yes, you are.
Absolutely. We always see, listen, admittedly, I have never cooked my own turkey. I've always I've always gone to friends or family, but you see them, and, they're 49 cents at the old Stop and Shop, and you go, maybe I can make that at home. How long, they're all frozen, how long does that have to defrost before it's ready to cook?
Okay, so it takes about 4 to 5 days for like a 16-pound turkey.
And when's Thanksgiving again?
A couple more days.
Yeah, okay.
2 days.
So if you're thinking, okay, well, I've already screwed that up, are there ways to get around it?
You actually can.
Put it in the microwave, right?
No, I don't know if it'll fit if you buy a big one.
Not mine. What do you do?
So, okay, you could do a cold water bath, so you can fill a big tub or the sink, but cool water, because you don't want to cook it in the hot water.
Right.
But change the water every half an hour. But the caveat is, it takes half an hour per pound. So if you have a 16-pound turkey, do the math.
Yeah, 8 hours.
8 hours.
Right.
So what time do you have to wake up in the morning?
Well, that's not a problem for me.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I think the bigger concern is just making sure that you why replace the water?
The bacteria. You don't want the bacteria to sit there for a long period of time.
And let's dispel this rumor. You cannot cook a turkey frozen.
Yes, you can.
Really?
Yes, you can.
How?
Okay, you can actually, so it's time and a half. You can roast it in the oven.
Okay.
Okay, clearly you're not stuffing it.
Right.
But it's time and a half. So it's usually 13 minutes a pound that you're cooking. So if it's like a couple hours, add time and a half to it. So.
What one we always say is, and we mentioned this a couple of times, never take a frozen turkey and throw it in the deep fryer.
Right, you don't want to microwave it, you don't want to grill it, you don't want to smoke it, and you don't want to.
So let's get to the question. Now let's get to current. If you're at home saying, I got this, I've already defrosted my turkey, going to put it in the oven, how do you know when it's done?
Okay, you cannot tell when it's done by just like looking if it's pink or opening it up visually, and research shows this.
Yes.
So you need, this is a meat thermometer, also on sale, by the way, now.
This is your friend for a lot of things. I use this for pork because I'm always paranoid that the pork is not at the right temperature, and I'm gonna get my kids sick.
So what's the temperature for turkey?
Oh, you tell me. You're the expert.
165 degrees.
165
but
degrees.
that's, so the oven temperatures, because everyone makes this mistake. The oven temperature is 325, so you cook it for your time.
Right.
Then to check that it's done,
how do you do
you
it if you don't
insert it?
Yeah, but what if you don't have a meat thermometer?
You need to go get one, or ask
That's
a friend,
the answer.
or ask a friend to bring one. Really, there's no other way. That is the 100% sure way to tell.
So we've talked about behind schedule, on schedule. Now let's jump into the future. And this is where the boxes come in. I love turkey leftovers more than the actual turkey. But there's a limit to how long I can enjoy them. What is it?
So the guideline is 4 days.
4 days.
So you have until about Monday. So you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
that's
Monday.
plenty of sandwiches. That's enough. Yeah.
So put your cranberry
and
sauce,
obviously
potatoes.
store it properly.
Yes, right. You have a container. You do want to seal it to keep the oxygen out.
Okay.
But you do have 4 days.
Can I do anything to the turkey? Cook it a different way that makes it last a little longer. Turkey chili. I don't know.
I mean, it's still, you have to be careful.
4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Just stick with 4 or 5 days.
But you can make quesadillas. You can make soup. You can make.
And those
sandwiches.
are all in your cookbooks, right?
And all
How
my
many cookbooks do you have now?
I'm finishing my 11th today.
And what's the last one called?
Up Your Veggies is out.
Which means there's no turkey in it, or maybe there is, but they're not focusing on it. Toby Amidor, nice to see you as always.
Nice to see you.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Is your turkey already defrosted?
This is it.
Oh. So she's going to be up every half hour for about 8 hours, changing the water and making sure that none of her friends get